everybody. Welcome back to the Late Night Talks podcast.
And let's continue our late night talks.
So, our first topic is going to be about, have you ever taken any CBD, any type of drugs?
So if we're talking about like drugs in general, right? I think, of course, everybody drinks alcohol. That's a drug. And then if you're talking about like CBD, as in like weed or marijuana, then yes, I have indulged myself with.
You bad boy.
I have indulged myself, but it's not to the point where it's addictive, and nor is it like bad, right? But I think that it's like times where you like are relaxing, or it's a good night.
Yes.
To do it, and you're in a safe space.
Yes.
Right. What about you?
For me, of course, you see me take some CBD back at the dorm in sophomore year.
So many times.
Yeah. And I only really take those when I really want to sleep like really good, or when I need to sleep when I can't sleep. And yeah, it makes me, everybody's different. So it makes me sometimes laugh a lot, just very tired. Yeah. Very drowsy. And yeah, I think for me it's sometimes fun to take.
Have you thought about like, because you know how there's like a lot of bad stuff or stories that we heard about, marijuana or weed or taking CBD and all that stuff, thinking back then when you heard that it was bad, and then now that you do a little bit of it just for here and there, right, just to enjoy it, what do you think about it now?
I mean, I think it's great, if doctors and other people are approving it and saying it's okay to take, a small amount, then it's fine. If it's not gonna, kill you the next day or something. I think if the doctors approve it, then I think it's gonna be fine. Just don't do it too much, because everybody's different, like I said, so just take it at your own risk.
I feel like everything is take it at your own risk, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But just don't overdo it. Right?
Yeah. Wait, when you took CBD, it was only with me, right? At the dorm?
So, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I've only taken CBD once in my life, or is it THC? What's the difference?
THC is weed, and then
Oh,
CBD is like something else. It's similar, but it's like not.
It's like a smaller percentage, right?
No, it's
percentage?
like completely different.
Oh, it's completely
THC
different.
is literally weed, and then CBD is like something else, I think. All right,
Okay.
I'm not a professional, so I'm just saying. So, because when I hear THC, it's mostly related to weed.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, so when you took a CBD and it was in college, right?
Yeah.
When was it? What were we doing that day?
I think it was that night.
Night.
Yeah, that night where I think you wanted to sleep really well, but then it was also because you came back from like Rosedale Mall or something, and then you're like, yo, and also it was around the same time where I think Minnesota passed the bill or something, saying that CBDs or weed, potentially it's like the first step to making weed legal in Minnesota.
And also back then it was if you were 18 or older, you could get CBD, but then now they changed it to 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they changed it 3 years ago. Yeah, 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, so I think it was around that time where they were taking like the baby steps into making weed legal here in Minnesota. And so you came back, you're like, yo, there's a store opened up in Rosedale Mall. Yeah, I found some CBDs in there. I got it. Let's try it. And you're like there. I think it was, I think around that time I was really hesitant on doing like those type of things because I've never like smoked, never eaten any like CBDs or any gummies or brownies or treats with weed mixed in it
Yeah,
too.
such a good boy.
Yeah, the only thing I did was just drink, right?
Yeah, no.
That was like the gateway drug. That's what they call it. The gateway drug is like, it leads you to doing other stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, like maybe in like when I don't have anything to do. And so I think that maybe it's that same weekend or like 2 weekends after where I'm like, sure, I'll take it, and then I take it. And then, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I was like fighting monsters in my sleep or something, man. Like I think it didn't really hit me at all because it hit you pretty fast, like usual.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because you were like giggling you were like giggling or something again, and then and then you were laughing, and then you like knocked out, and I'm like, but then before that, you were like, do you feel it yet? Because you were giggling, laughing, and I'm like, oh no, like no, I don't feel anything yet, and plus I think that because it's my first time doing it, I don't know how it feels like, right? And then once I got to sleep, I think like either I was dreaming or something, but I had a dream where maybe it's this dream where I was like fighting monster, and then I'm like, and you know how like we have our beds at our dorm.
Yeah.
We had two like twin beds, but then they're on opposite sides, and we're on each side, we're against the wall. So I'm on the left side, right? I'm like laying down on here, and then the wall is to my left. I'm dreaming, right? And I just remember hitting the wall super hard with my left arm.
Oh, I think I remember that.
And
I think
then-
I woke up to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was, I hit it. I'm like, oh shit. Oh damn, my my head hurts, and I sleep. And then I think because we had neighbors that were kind of loud too around us. I was like, damn, like I think that was kind of messing with me a little bit, and so I think I threw another punch at the wall, but then it wasn't like hard or anything. It was just more like I was turning over, and I hit the wall. So I was like laying, I'm on my right, and then I turn over, I hit the wall super hard again, and yeah, I think that was like the most that I've done while taking CBD.
So, do you hear any voices or anything? Do you hear things?
No, but why don't you share like
Oh, what I experienced.
yeah, what you experienced?
Well, I mean, the first time when I took it, it was like, so the first time, it just made me really just laugh a lot. That's it. I just felt very drowsy. I just felt like I wanted to sleep, but at the same time, I couldn't. And then after taking it multiple times after my first time, it just made me really sleepy. Just a little bit more
Drowsy, right?
drowsy and more. I don't hear voices. I don't hear anything, And then also when I listen to music too,
Yeah.
when I take it, like I'm like constantly like just in like a dream state of like, oh, I'm in a music video.
So it kind of amplifies your
My experience.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about like smoking or taking gummies, or have you done anything like that?
Yes, I have smoked for
Indulge yourself.
yes. Only a couple times. I don't really do it a lot because I'm really picky when I want to do it. When I feel like doing it, I will do it. And then when I do it, and then when I'm high as fuck, it's the same feeling. I don't laugh at all. I'm just really, really tired. Yeah, I just want to go sleep.
I think for being high, right, and then especially because since when you're high, you think of you do many things, right? You do a lot of crazy stuff. I would say I have taken a gummy or like the nerd rope or something like that. That's what they call it.
Oh,
Like the
yeah.
nerds rope.
Yeah, the
thing.
nerds. Yeah.
And I've taken, what is it? It was like our friend group. It was like me, Ethan, Evan, and then one of our other buddies. And then we took half. I don't know what the percentages were, but we took half of, like, both, like, each person took half. And then we were also, okay, it was a bad choice to do, is to be cross, right?
Definitely.
When you take an edible, that's what they call it, an edible, and then you drink alcohol with it too, and like that mix is like really bad. It could get really dangerous too, depending on like the percentage of, like, the amount of weed is in the either the candy or the stuff that they bake it into. And so, but luckily, like, we had a good amount of drinks, and we had like half of like each edible, that we all had one. And then we're like, you know what? We're not feeling it. So we take the whole thing, right? We finish the other half. And we're like, okay, well, let's go grab food, because usually we would grab food after like a night out or something like that.
Wait, so this nerd,
Uh-huh.
the nerds thing, it was like what, this long?
No, I feel like it was like a little ball.
Oh, that's it? Oh, I thought it was like the long stick one.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, so like the nerd, it's like, the Nerds candy,
Yeah.
but then they kind of mix it together with like a gummy
Yep.
type candy that has like the weed in it, or mixed in it, or something like that, right? For anyone who makes it, I'm pretty sure you would understand. But like, since both of us, we don't really understand how they make it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that's the best description I could say. So we get to Flame Burger, right? And we're like, okay, we're gonna grab all this food. Okay, and just so you know, we don't drink and drive, or drive and be high. So we take an Uber there, and then, or a Lyft, or we get our food. We're eating. I'm like, I feel like the pressure and everything. Boom, like everything just hits me at once. And I think I'm kind of like in a daze where I'm staring. I'm still in control, but I know that I'm high or drunk at the same time. Whereas like some of our other friends, Ethan, he's a experienced addict. I'm just kidding, but no, he's done a couple of stuff, right? So he kind of has more experience with this. And so he was like, "Oh, do you feel it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I feel it. Like, let's leave like as soon as possible after we're done eating, cuz if you're in a setting where you are high like that, or you're crossed, and you're in a public space too, I feel like that's just going to lead to more trouble." And so we ate our food. Evan orders steak for some reason. It was like 1 a.m. He orders steak at Flame Burger, knowing that like a small diner like that was not going to have like a high like steak grade. And so he was cutting into his steak, and he was like, "Damn, this tastes burnt." This tastes burnt. And we're looking at it, it's black.
Dang.
But I'm pretty sure it's just cause like I think they burned the outside, but the inside was still fine. Cause he gave me a little bit to try. I still remember it was pretty bad. And so we ate our food, got into the Uber, but before we got into the Uber, one of our buddies, I think he was really cross to the point where he was like kind of going crazy a little bit, and he ran into like the wall or the post or the patio outside of it.
Him.
Yeah. And then I'm just like we were all shocked, and we're like, "Yo, the Uber's here." And then he comes and gets inside. And then on the way back, it was kind of hectic because two of our friends, Evan and our other buddy, they were like yelling a whole bunch of stuff. And then, of course, me and Ethan were like, "Oh, we apologize to the driver," but he knew that we were having a good night. Like he knew that we were going through a lot that night.
Yeah.
And so we got back, and then for some reason, Ethan turned on Fast and Furious. I was feeling nauseous. My head was aching. I looked at like the TV, and especially because all the lights were off and everything was like super bright for me, like I felt like I was gonna die. Like, it just had the feeling of just feeling nasty and being
you feel like
sick.
your soul just left your body or something.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I feel too. But yeah, that's it's kind of a scary experience sometimes.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is whenever you sleep over at a friend's house or somewhere else, right? There's always like those memes or those TikTok reels or those YouTube shorts where they're like trying to find a blanket and they use everything as a blanket. Oh, I felt like I was part of that, like that sort of thing, because I used a pillow there as a blanket and we were sleeping in the basement and I was so cold and the AC was turned on too because it was during the summer. Oh man.
Was it wait, who else was sleeping downstairs?
It was me, Evan, basically all of us.
Oh, you guys should have just cuddled.
Nah, I'm good.
You want to stay warm, right?
Nah, I'm good. I don't roll like that. But
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
no, I think because of that experience, I don't think I would ever want to be crossed or take an edible ever again.
Yeah, well, for me, I'm always careful whenever if I'm gonna be crossed or gonna take an edible. Like if I'm gonna sleep over at someone's place, okay, then I'll probably take it. And if I'm gonna be at my house, okay, yeah, maybe. But I don't know. It really depends on how I'm feeling and how the party's going. So yeah, that's me with marijuana.
Okay.
And then also, yeah, like I have like these deep thoughts, like, oh, what if we're in a simulation? What if aliens are actually above us right now, but they're just camouflaged?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you think of that when you're like high?
Sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My mind's all over the place.
Oh,
Like
I see.
I think of like, I don't know, deep thoughts when at late at night. Like late night talks, our podcast. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, and then like, for example, what if I was a bug? What kind of bug would I be? I don't know. I thought about that once, and then I was like, I think I would be I don't know, a ladybug.
I thought you were gonna say like a fly,
No. I don't know. I just thought of ladybug because I had a traumatized experience when I was a baby.
Really?
I saw a ladybug.
Wait, as a baby, you remember this?
Yeah, I remember this
Dang,
specifically.
this must be
This is
a
when I
really
lived
big
in
trauma then.
Yeah, this is when I was living in Wisconsin.
Oh, it's
And
always
then-
Wisconsin.
Yeah, I know.
So much trauma from Wisconsin.
I was in the car back in the baby car seat. My mom was driving, and I saw a ladybug crawling on the door handle, and I was like crying. And my mom pulled over to the side of the road to get rid of the ladybug. And then that's I don't know. I just thought of ladybug when I was thinking, what would I be if I was a bug?
I had a bad experience with the ladybug too, though.
Wow.
Well, but it was like when I was, I think, 8th grade going to 9th grade or freshman in high school. I was staying over at my cousin's house, and I was sleeping on their air mattress, and I woke up, right? And I'm like, oh, I need to fix my hair, because my hair, just so the audience know, I do not perm my hair.
That's true. His
Yeah.
hair is different from other
Asian
Asian
hairstyles.
hairstyles.
Or, so my hair is
It's like-
naturally curly, or
Yeah.
like, it looks permed, but I have natural wavy / a little bit curly hair.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah. Honestly, I did not know that growing up.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because my dad always like buzz cut my hair because it gets long, and then like we're kids. We just go to school not caring about how we look. We just wear anything.
Yep,
right?
yep.
But then I think going to middle school, that's when I'm like, okay, like your looks matter a little
Yeah,
bit.
it
Like
does.
you gotta
Uh-huh.
step it up at your game a little bit. Your hair and your like your skin routine, everything. But so anyways, going back to I woke up, went to like comb my hair, and then I comb my hair right from the back, or the back of my head right here. And I comb down, and I hear like right when I comb it down, I hear zzz, and then I look, and it's like a ladybug was in my hair.
Bro.
So I comb down, and then it's it flies right off the comb, and I'm like forever traumatized from that because I'm like, wait, there was a bug in my hair this whole time, like throughout the night when I was sleeping. Dang, that's
Damn,
scary.
that's pretty disgusting. Oh my
Yeah.
god, sheesh, man. If I were you, I'd be like, damn, like I don't want to sleep here no more. What the heck? I hate bugs, man. Like if I see a picture of a bug close up, like I get like these goosebumps, and I'm like, oh man, that's scary. I don't want to look at that. Every time I'm on TikTok and I see like those National Geographic documentaries, and like there's like a bug, I'm like, oh, I can't look at this scroll. It's scary, bro. I just hate, like, they're so disgusting.
What about it makes you disgusted? Is it like their legs, or you see them up close?
Yeah,
like
up close, the way they look, sometimes they look like, I don't know, like they're like Godzilla or something, up close. Oh, it's so disgusting. Even when I look at like those picture books
Yeah.
of bugs, I'm like, "Ugh, I can't look at this. Boom, close.
Not even Charlotte's Web. That's
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, I remember watching Charlotte's Web. I
Yeah.
just don't remember how the movie went.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I see.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, I do. It's like that pig.
Yeah, it's the pig. But then I don't remember. There was a spider.
Yep.
I don't remember the plot line.
I think the spider could write like words on its web.
Yep. That I remember the book. And yeah, but I do remember the movie Babe. You know that movie?
Babe.
It's about
isn't it about the pig too?
yeah. Dude, that was my favorite. I had the VCR. Oh man.
VCR.
That's my
dang.
that was my favorite movie growing up. Or yeah, when I lived in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I watched. The Babe, Little Rascals.
Oh, I see.
What else? I don't know, like there was an Adam Sandler movie, but it was a cartoon. I forgot what it's about. It was a Christmas movie.
No, I don't know.
Power Rangers.
Yep.
Oh man, throwback.
But I guess the bug I would be, right? To answer your question.
Man, you haven't.
Yeah, I haven't even answered
Come on.
it. I would say the bug that I would choose to be, if I was to really think about it, right? I think I would be a praying mantis.
That's very Asian of you. Why a praying mantis?
I think they're cool. I think
Yeah,
they're
but they're-
very cool.
They're deadly.
They are deadly.
Yeah.
Especially, I think the female praying mantis are actually more deadly than the male ones.
The female eats the male. No,
Yeah, after mating.
that's like bees, right?
No.
Okay.
I think you're thinking of spiders.
Oh
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Okay, never mind. Continue. Yeah, mantis,
Yeah.
praying mantis.
Yeah, praying mantis.
Wow.
I think just because, like there are many different variations of them, like throughout different countries and different regions. But I think there is, it's funny because I think there's I forgot what it was called, like the type of praying mantis it is, but it's like those really little ones and they're red.
Ooh, I never seen those.
But then like the male ones they're like really small. The female ones are like triple its size.
Oh.
And so the male ones will have to like secretly creep up. And then if like the male and the female if they do decide to like mate, right? The male has to try its hardest to like go around the female and like do its thing.
How do you know this?
What
are you watching?
I watch Ants Canada and that video.
What the heck? That's a YouTube channel?
It's a YouTube channel. It's a ants channel.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, watching ants.
All right, continue.
But yeah, so I mean, I also like learned it from a class, a biology course,
Oh, okay. Yep.
bio major, right? So this makes sense. It's not weird, but so it has to like secretly creep up because if it gets caught, then like it gets eaten, pretty much. So that's like it's trying to pass on the next generation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
I think it's also because they live such a like interesting life, and it's like so short, but they look so cool too.
Wow. Yeah. I don't think I would have chosen a praying mantis, but Honestly, I don't know that much bugs. What bug do I want to be?
I got it.
What?
You'd be a worm.
Is that a bug?
No, it's not a bug.
Exactly.
You'd be a cockroach.
No. I don't know. What other bugs are there?
I feel like you could go if you want to be an insect, right?
Yes.
So insects, they have like six
No,
legs.
I got it. I got it. I'll
okay.
be a spider. Cause I'm Spider-Man.
So gross.
Right.
You want to be the black Spider-Man, the one with Venom?
Oh, I'll be Venom. I love Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know a funny story.
No. I don't want to be reminded of that. That's
okay.
That's for a different time. But
Okay.
let me ask, PD. So, what bug would you want to be?
I'm not gonna answer that stupid question.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, sounds like BD anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, you won't be a ladybug like Ned. But yeah, no, I think you would match. Yeah, a spider works.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Oh, I did watch a reel that comes up on my feed. It's where Spider-Man he's like fighting the genetic from the spider that bit him, and he turns into like a spider. Yeah.
Oh, was it like a comic book?
Yeah. It was
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've seen that on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's a different Earth where he's
Right.
actually turns into
an
an actual
spider.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's W.
Fuck you.
Yeah. No, but then he wins though.
Does he?
He
I
prevails.
don't remember. I just remember he turns to a spider and that was it.
Oh.
So yeah. Anyway, moving on to our movie review segment. Today we're gonna review John Wick.
Part 1 and 4.
We can do part 2 and part 3, but it'll be
Yeah.
just brief. I think part 1 and part 4 were, I think, the best.
I think it meant more.
Yeah. Part 1.
Spoils alert if you haven't seen it.
I don't care, man. You should have seen it already. Anyway, so yeah, part 1. His wife died. Gives him a dog. These Russian assassins or
Russian mob.
mob. Yeah.
Yeah.
They killed his dog.
Because
rob
they
him.
want his car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Keanu Reeves.
And then Keanu goes on a rampage of revenge, and that's basically the story of part 1.
Yep. And then you find out he's also an assassin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like very skilled, and then including that the people who killed his dog and stole his car were actually part of the same mob that John Wick or Keanu Reeves that he actually helped built their foundation. And then also the head of the mob, his son was the one who stole and killed John Wick's dog too. So that's why they call John Wick
Baba Yaga.
the one who kills Baba Yaga with
Yeah,
a pencil.
You're right. Yeah. That movie was pretty good. Or the first
Yeah.
part of the series was good. Action was good. Keanu Reeves, I think he's really dedicated to his craft of action and acting, which is good because when you see that in an actor, that's like you give them more respect.
Yeah, and I think especially because he does a lot of his own stunts too. Yeah, I feel like not a lot of actors or actresses, I don't think they do that. I feel like only a handful of people do that, like Jackie Chan, Tom Cruise, and then Keanu Reeves. Do you know anyone else who does their own stunts?
I don't really know. I can't even think of anybody on top of my head right now. But yeah, I mean, for sure they do use stunt doubles for some parts. But yeah, for Keanu Reeves, like, but like for the movie, when you see them fighting, you can see him actually like doing it too, and there's a lot of some one takes too, and it's good. I like the stunts and the fight styles that he's using as well.
I think especially the part where he handles the gun, where he's like shooting the people in part.
But that's like when I watched it,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way there's this many bullets in this gun. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna let it slide. So I just let
Yeah.
it slide and just enjoy the action
Mm-hmm.
of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm never really. I'm not really into guns, so maybe there is a gun like that. I guess I just don't know.
Oh yeah, true. It's a
Yeah.
movie and they're
Yeah,
assassins.
exactly.
Hmm.
They have unlimited and like stuff.
Unlimited ammo.
Yeah.
Okay, and then part two. I don't remember part two. I just remember he got his car back, and that was it. In the beginning.
Oh yeah. So part two, it leads to, it cuts to the scene at the end of part one where they're like saying that, they asked John if he's back, as an assassin, and he said, yeah, yeah, I'm back.
Wait. Yeah.
and then he goes to the Continental, right?
Oh yeah, the hotel.
Yeah, the hotel. And it's I think that spot in front of the hotel, that's like a very, I feel like everybody used that spot.
Oh yeah,
as like a lot of,
I've seen it in Spider-Man too.
yeah, like a lot of films and a lot of music videos were taken there. So I mean, I get why they use it so much.
Okay, I don't know if it is, but or we don't know if it is, but it looks familiar.
Yeah, yeah. And so, well, Twice, the K-pop group Twice, I know they did like a music video in front of it, or like I'm pretty sure like a green screen, but
Okay.
of it, right? But anyways, that's not important. But yeah. So he goes back. You find out that he has like a blood contract in order for him to have a peaceful life from part one, and then it leads to him killing another person, which leads to, so the person he killed had a brother that wants to take over like a certain territory or something like that, and then the brother frames John Wick for like killing his sister even though he ordered it. But the thing was, John Wick didn't even kill her. She slit her own wrists, in her like little pool or like fountain thing.
Oh, it was in Rome, right?
Somewhere
something like
either in Europe or like,
I think that's part. I don't remember part 3. You remember part 3?
part 3. Yeah, I remember part 3.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind. Okay, continue.
So yeah, that's part 2, and he runs, and then he he runs and tries to kill that brother, right? That tries to take over and frame John. And so he goes to the Continental. The number one rule in the Continental is that you cannot kill anybody, and it's on neutral grounds. So if you go there, you're safe. Yeah, and John breaks that rule. He kills the guy right in front of the one who runs the Continental.
Oh, and then that's when everybody else came after him, right?
Yeah, and then it leads to part 3 where he's on the run.
Oh, he's on the run.
Yeah, he's on the run for
Oh
part
yeah,
3.
part 3 was he fought those 2 Asian dudes, right, at the end? Or something?
Yeah,
And
like the one,
Ruby Rose was in it.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then so part 3, he runs. He's on the run. He's the reason why he's running is so that he could get to the high table, right? The high table can grant you immunity, or he can reinstate you back. And everybody listens to the high table because they're the ones who made the whole society of assassins. And so he goes there. I think he eventually meets the high table, and then he kills them.
Oh, he gets.
Yeah.
He cuts off his pinky, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think I forgot why.
I think I think it's to show like, okay, he's
loyalty,
for real.
right?
Yeah, for real about
Loyalty.
it.
Oh yeah. So he cuts that off and then kills them after, because I think they said that.
Wait, wasn't that part 4? He
No,
kills
that's
them.
part 3.
Oh, okay.
Part 3. Yeah.
Oh,
Or yeah, part 3. Yeah.
okay.
Because in part 4, right? Part 4 is where Donnie Yen comes into it.
Donnie Yen, Scott Adkins, and the Japanese guy,
Oh yeah.
and then the
Yep.
Japanese girl who's also a pop star.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's some singer or pop star.
Yeah, Oh, it's the Japanese guy very famous actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was in Mortal Kombat, the live version,
And Wolverine, the
and
Wolverine.
yeah, and the Wolverine. But
There's a new show that he's into. I think it was Shogun. It's on FX, something like that.
maybe I haven't seen.
It's a new one. It just came out.
See, but yeah, his name is Hiroyuki Sanada.
Mm.
Yeah. But yeah, and then there's you said the Japanese actress, right? Let me see. I think it's Amy Kwan.
Quan?
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds Vietnamese or
I think Taiwanese or
Taiwanese?
Chinese.
interesting.
Something like that.
Okay, never
Don't wanna
mind.
assume,
Okay, she's not Japanese. She's not a Japanese pop artist. She's an
She's
Asian
Asian pop
pop
artist.
artist.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But yeah, I but you know what's sad though is the guy who worked the black guy who was the who worked at the Continental.
Oh yeah,
he
he
sadly
passed,
passed
away.
away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was I think well yeah, after they filmed it, they were done, and then
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that he passed away.
Yeah.
But he had a little screen time in there too.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe yeah.
I think they killed him in it. I forgot, but
Yeah, he unfortunately dies.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's
Dang.
kind of a coincidence.
Damn, that just turned dark.
Yeah, and then Donnie Yen in there is blind
Again,
again,
In
like
another
yeah, in another movie.
Western film.
Yeah, and Star Wars, he was
Yeah,
blind.
Rogue One. Yeah.
Jeez, and then now in this movie, he's blind. Which, when you watch the movie, it's like okay, he's blind and he could fight. Okay,
Very
but
stereotypical.
yeah,
right?
and it's like okay, so if he could fight, how blind is he? Because when he like acts like he's blind, it's like he looks like he's really blind and he can't even like see anything or it doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then until you see him fight, it's like oh okay, like he knows what he's doing. He could know when a person behind him is gonna hit him. And then it's like, and then like you see him the next scene, he's like trying to feel something and like. Acting blind. Yeah, use his stick and use his hands or whatever to figure out what's around him.
You know what's funny? I think, what if he's like Daredevil from Marvel?
Well, Daredevil actually has superpowers, like not like
Right.
not like a Spider-Man,
Yeah. Okay.
or kind of like Spider-Man, but
I
just
think it's
not
called,
intense.
I think it's called the plot armor because he's the main character.
Wait for Daredevil.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Daredevil has a whole backstory and everything, but I think for Donnie Yen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he's blind and he's super skilled at like killing and being an assassin. I feel like that's his armor for not dying or to be like one of the best, right?
I read something online where I forgot in the movie if he mentioned that he wasn't blind before.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he was blind before.
So
yeah.
basically, I don't remember, so I'm just gonna butcher it. So in the movie, he says like he wasn't blind before, or when he was born, he made himself blind, or something, to save his daughter, maybe
I don't remember that.
something like that.
Exactly.
Okay,
I think
well,
maybe on a mission.
something.
Yeah.
But if he wasn't blind, man, he would have probably killed John Wick. Probably.
Oh yeah.
Game over. You're done. You cannot mess with Donnie Yen.
But I just feel like he's always like the stereotypical like blind Asian guy who's really good at fighting.
It's only the second time. But if he's gonna be in another movie, if he's gonna be blind again, stop.
Yeah, I feel like he shouldn't like take those roles anymore. Like if they're gonna make him blind, then come on.
He was in the movie with Vin Diesel. Remember that?
Which one?
XXX, Xander Cage or something. Triple X.
Was that when? How old was that movie?
Oh, it was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Oh no, I don't.
It was with Tony
remember.
Jaa, and it was with Chris Wu from EXO.
Oh, okay. I know the actors.
I haven't seen it,
Yeah, I haven't
but
seen
I
it
know
either.
he's in it too with those other actors.
I see.
But yeah, I didn't think it was that good.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like
But he wasn't blind too, so that's
he
good.
wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I feel like all the Western movies, or like the big name ones, right? Like Star Wars or John Wick, like they had to make him blind, right?
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
I feel like it's like wasted potential.
I think in the next movie that he's in, for like a Hollywood film,
Yeah.
it better be good. Like
Oh yeah.
like It Man. Like that's
Yeah.
really really good.
Yeah, I feel like, man, I just feel like there could be so much memes about Donnie Yen being blind.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because he's like what you said earlier, he's like he's super good at fighting.
Yeah.
And then once it gets to the part where where he has to like feel around, I feel like he's using echolocation. He's like, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Like he could feel around or
And then he's using those
sensors.
Sensors,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it is like a doorbell.
Yeah.
And then people walk by them, and I'm like, what the heck? So, are you blind or are you not blind? You could fight very good, and you can know when someone's gonna hit you from behind. So, come on, man.
Like choose one.
Yeah, come on, sheesh. All right, enough with the John Wick movies. All right, so since we're on our second season, how do you feel like we're doing so far for our second season?
Honestly, I think as we're both just starting the second season and then really learning a lot about like actually recording and then lighting and just learning like the basics of how it is to have like a production, right? Because at the end of the day, it's just us two. Like everything that we do, filming, preparing all of the stuff, topics, all the things that we're talking about is just you and I. And then especially like the PR, doing all those things, it's just us two. And I think at the end of the day, we're doing a lot, but I think this just makes us grow more into like a better person, and we're learning a lot from this experience. And I think that like we're doing well just as we're starting on our own, and we faced a lot of issues where we learned from it a lot too, especially like from episode 1 and 2. So I think that definitely we're doing
okay right now.
we're doing okay.
We're trying our best.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like we are doing better for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We have video. We're having guests. We're editing. We're trying our best on our edits, and then for the shorts, I try to make them. What is it like? Jesus.
You're trying to make reels and shorts.
Yeah, I'm trying to make better shorts and reels for everybody to see a clip of our podcast, so they could watch it or watch the full episode on YouTube or Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what we have right now is good. We're gonna improve soon in the future for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think right now what I'm hoping to accomplish is better background. I'm thinking about adding more posters. I have a Slipknot poster. I have an MF Doom and Ghost Main poster. Might add some more. Might get rid of these things here.
Yeah, so if you have anything that you want to send us to make our background look better, just send us a DM on our Facebook, or just go to our link tree in our bio, or just go to our social media and just DM us through there.
Yeah, we'll answer back to you, unless you're a hater. Probably not. We probably won't.
We won't hear from the haters.
Yeah.
But no, yeah. Honestly, I feel like we learned so much from season 1, because season 1 was just all audio.
Yeah.
That was like basically trial and error. where we got comfortable with everything, and then finally we got into like yeah. So I think overall, like, we learned a lot from season 1 because it was a trial and error where we kind of just learned a lot about being comfortable with, our voices, like listening to our voices, seeing if we sound attractive or not.
Oh my gosh.
or even just being comfortable,
Yeah.
just talking about like different things, because I feel like it takes a lot for two people to co-host together, and it's a learning experience because there was stuff that you want, there was stuff that I want, and then we came together and we were able to come up with this. And we have different ideas and different things, and we're trying to get it all out.
Yeah. And I always wanted to do a podcast too, but I didn't know if anybody wanted to do it until you said you wanted to start one too.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let's do it. And then I had to wait a couple weeks for you to get back to me, but you didn't. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna text him right now to see what is up because I really want to do this. And then that's when
I messaged you.
yeah, no, I messaged you.
Well, I know, I feel
And
like
then you're like, okay, yeah, let's do it this week or next week. I'm like, okay, and that's that was
well,
when
and then we planned everything,
Yeah.
and then made everything happen. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
came a long way. It's only been a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a month and we're like
Growing,
season
we're
2.
growing.
I know. But like, what's funny is some of my siblings, they were like, "What? You're season 2 already?"
Yeah, I know. That's what my friends,
Yeah.
my friends and family said too. Like, well, I told them it's like, well, we really want to go video too, so
Yeah.
that's why we're changing.
Yeah. Yeah, and like they were like, "Well, you had 2 seasons. It's kind of weird." I'm like, "Well, like I told everyone. I'm like, "Well, season 1 is more audio focused and a way for us to kind of learn how it is to speak and talk to one another, and really figure things out, how to make things smooth, how to transition everything, and then just being comfortable talking." And then now we're trying to have guests, we're having cameras, just like a little bit now. Like, we just had an issue just a little bit, but yeah, like I think that everything's like a learning process. And I'm sure like for anybody starting a podcast too, even if you don't have a big as following as just like us, we're starting off really small, and hopefully in the future, sometime here, we get like a huge following and stuff like that too. But yeah, I think that everything is like a learning process, and yeah, you just have to take those small steps.
And I know, like, you never seen a podcast with like seasons. It's mostly just episodes. I think for our podcast, like, we're working on like, okay, each season would probably be a different theme or just a slight difference within the seasons. So we're gonna like try to figure it out, see what we can do differently in the future for different seasons. Yeah, we just really want to be different and just reach a bigger crowd, see if we could get famous.
Also, if anybody wants a shout out or they want to sponsor us, right?
Or if they want to be on this podcast.
Yeah, or if they want to be on this podcast too. Nevin and I, we've been thinking about this idea of a Google like link to
yeah.
To submit like a name or to submit something about yourself, and if you want to be a guest.
And we're gonna have criterias on there. We're not gonna say it on here, but when you click on it, you'll see what the rules are and the criterias.
Yep. In order for you to come onto this, because I really think that, like we want to get to know everybody, even if it's our audience. Yeah, especially if you want to, I don't know, for example, get your music out, or if you are a comic artist or
you're like any artist. You're a singer, let's
DJ
see.
mixer,
Yeah,
a
and
barber,
you're like a
hairstylist,
graphic designer, and anything. We don't care. We just want people with different backgrounds.
And also, just coming here and talking about the different types of stuff that you think about at night too,
Yeah.
because that's really like the focus of just having a place here for you to talk about anything. Make sure to follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Facebook, and our YouTube channel. And everything will be on the link.
Yeah, we're gonna have a
on
link
this
tree.
link here, or
Yep.
on Evan's screen,
Or on the description.
yeah, that too. And so, Nevin.
We hope you have a good night.